Welcome back to this morning. We're adding a sour, tangy taste to your Saturday night in.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Neither did I.
Yes, Kettle sours are becoming increasingly popular amongst the craft beer brigade.
And joining us now with her top picks is craft beer expert Susan Boyle. With your first visit, Susan, delighted to have you with us.
A girl on beer.
I
know. Beer for all, not just beer for women.
Kettle sours. Now, all morning when we've been promoting this site, people go, Kettle sours? What are they? Do explain.
So there's a long tradition of making soured beers. So they would be beers that acquire these kind of sour flavours from bacteria that's like living in the atmosphere wherever the brewery is making the beer. Well, the problem with that is you have to build up those cultures for like a really long time.
Like
so
sourdough bread.
Yeah, so even in like German places that specialise in it, or these Belgian breweries, they don't take the cobwebs down from the rafters because they believe that there's microbes that are enhancing the beer through that.
It's a living thing.
So that's great, but that takes forever and means that you need those kind of specific breweries. If you want a sour, tart, fabulous beer, there's other ways to do it. So what you can do is you can harness that good bacteria that you found that gives that zinginess in yogurt, that lactobacillica, and you can use that in your kettle, the vessel that you make your beer in, to give you that zing. So what you do is you
chew a bit.
You chew, and you do it much quicker, and you can kind of control it as well. You know that you're not going to get any other nasties in there. You make up your beer like normal, and then you inoculate it using these kind of almost yogurt cultures.
First up,
let's get started. We want to, Kildare, but with a German twist.
Yes, so we're in Vice City here, which is a beautiful, beautiful beer. Look at this. This is made with loads of raspberries. So I was down in Trouble Brewing yesterday with Dave, the brewer. He's doing a collaboration at the moment, making another sour with an American brewery. And this is what they have on the go at the moment as their kind of summer offering.
And would you serve, sorry to interrupt you, Susan, the beer in these glasses?
Yeah,
that's quite unusual.
Yeah, I'm deliberately serving it in these glasses. When you serve beers and beverages in champagne flutes, they hit your palate at a different place. So that kind of, it also breaks perception.
it's very different, isn't it?
Isn't it different? But it's just tart and
has
that kind, isn't it? And you're breaking the expectation of people when you serve it in something like this. It looks like...
If we had that out of a beer glass, traditional beer glass, you'd be expecting a beer, but because it's out of a kind of a champagne flute, you don't mind that little bit of bitterness or that tartness.
it changes your perception.
You like?
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I honestly think I can see me standing at a wedding.
Yep. As an aperitif,
somewhere in the very early for spillage.
Hey, it's a wedding.
To go on. But exactly, it's like an absolute summer sipper. It has those kind of raspberry jam notes and a little bit of, I think, kind of raspberry jam on toast kind of flavour. The malt comes back at the end. I think it's like different.
I didn't think I'd like the sours
pleasant.
now because I do like hoppy beers, traditional kind of hoppy beers that we've been tasting a lot of, but in that sort of different headspace, I like it a lot.
This is my aim in life, to change people's minds and get them to taste different things. So number two. So this is from White Hag, and White Hag have been doing phenomenal work with making sours. They make an amazing heather sour where they use naturally, they find their own yeast cultures, so it's natural yeast culture, and they also do these barrel fermentations, so you end up with these like complex flavours that come from it too. This is their Kuka sour. So this is like proper sour. This is like cooked lemons, a little bit of malt. Well, it's got loads of lemons in it. I always think that when you're tasting a beer and you're not sure what it is, like with the wine we talk about all these complex. Yeah, this is a real zinger, isn't it? It's like really fresh,
lemony.
Really zingy,
it's like
proper lemon, and I just think it's like.
Nice.
I'm not sure you're selling it to the viewer.
Lemon sip, brilliant, Tommy. You should
not really where Susan was going with
chill lemon sip, 5 stars.
I think it's totally like it's like a grown-up lemonade. So you have to think about it that way.
Like Robinson's barley
really
water,
nice,
the tennis players.
I know what you're saying. It's got that intensity of flavour. It's got that sour hit. It's got that malt coming up underneath, and it's really clean and really fresh.
I think these are lovely, and I'm seeing them as an alternative to Prosecco.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's lovely, they're lower in alcohol as well than Prosecco. They're
safer to drink all day.
Exactly. So you can sip along, because half the time I find that when I'm drinking something delicious, my impediment to enjoying it is the fact that the alcohol starts to creep up, and then you have to make other decisions about what you're going to drink. And
I'm a demon after Prosecco.
And when the taste is gorgeous, you want to keep drinking it.
You want it.
So
demon on the dance floor.
Oh yeah.
Loose lips over here now.
I tell you.
He's my demon after
Patrick Swayze, the works. Anyway, last one. Just move swiftly on from
that.
So
we're moving to Yellow Belly in Wexford, and I always think the taste of summer is Wexford strawberries. And these guys in Yellow Belly have harnessed that. So they use strawberries from a local producer. They use 7 kilos of fresh Wexford strawberries per hectolitre, which is a huge amount, which means that you get this really, really lovely
such a cool brand,
strawberry. Their branding is just phenomenal.
Did we get a shot of the label, actually?
It's super cool, and it's called Great for the Town, which I love.
Wexford hurler.
With a Wexford hurler
with a hipster moustache.
With a hipster moustache. It's so good. So here you go.
Thank you, Susan.
Now this is going to be different. Don't squinch up your nose too much, sorry, before you taste it. This is not as sour as the others.
No, it's not sour.
No,
he's gone. You've lost him, Susan. Just.
Well, at least I know that you don't like sour, so that's good.
You'll know where you stand, Susan.
I know where I stand. So with this, you have that. This is much more malty, and this has more kind of characteristics that you would expect from a beer style thing, isn't it?
It is.
It's more beer.
Yeah.
And what's lovely about it is that they've really balanced it. You have that hue that comes from the beer, from the strawberries, that kind of giving it this kind of ambery, kind of slightly strawberry colour, and then you've got that maltiness. I think it's got that kind of strawberry tart kind of thing going on, and it's much sweeter.
Very quickly, 2 things: low in alcohol, as you say. Any food pairings with that, or is it one just for sipping?
I think sipping. I think desserts. I think it would be gorgeous with kind of fresh light salads, things with like peaches or pomelo salads. Really super with Thai food as well. It would work really well.
Can viewers buy these in off-license?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is super limited, so you have to go out and find this.
But
it's in good independent off-license.
Susan, an education and a pleasure.
Great stuff, Susan.
Thank you very much.